One full hour of news, commentaries, and other developments from Liberia and the rest of the world. Today is Thursday, June 2024, and I'm Hassan Kewa presenting. Our top story, President Joseph Nyima Boakai names additional nominations in government affecting the Ministry of Information and the Office of War Crimes Court. Construction of LBS new broadcast complex edges closer with arrival of Chinese engineers. European Union reassures continuous support to the development of Liberia's fisheries sector. And at least 34 people die and 80 others hospitalized in India after drinking toxic alcohol. These and many more to come, including the news in French, simple English, and sports. But first, here is Vashta Talo with the Bulletin of News.
The Executive Mansion has announced additional nominations and appointments to enhance efficiency and productivity in government. According to Executive Mansion release, President Boakai has nominated Daniel Sano, Inga Morris, and Rufus Paul, Deputy Information Minister for Public Affairs, Assistant Information Ministers for Cultural and Technical Services, respectively. President Boakai also nominated Councillor Jonathan Masakwe as Executive Director at the Office of War Crimes Court. The release also calls President Boakai as constituting the boards of the National Disaster Management Agency and the Lofa University. The president urged those nominated to demonstrate diligence, commitment, integrity, and loyalty in service to country. Actual construction of the Liberia Broadcasting System new broadcast complex is set to commence soon. It followed the arrival of engineers from China and completion of all the preliminary works, including soil testing. LBS Director General Eugene Falcon said engineers from the China Railway Construction Engineering Group will soon deploy ahead of actual construction. Mr. Falcon said the project is part of a medium-term plan to upgrade radio and television broadcasting and improve access to information to the citizenry. He was speaking Thursday at the MICAT regular press briefing in Monrovia. The LBS boss then lauded the government of China for its continuous support towards strengthening the state broadcaster to adequately serve the public. The 9th Judicial Circuit Court in Bangabon County has cancelled the results of the Press Union of Liberia 2022 controversial elections. In this ruling, George Boamakonto ordered also the rerun of the Union 2022 elections on or before October 18 this year. Judge Konto said the elections were conducted in violation of the Union's constitution and elections campaign guidelines. In the ruling, Judge Konto also mandated the constitution of an interim committee of 7 former presidents of the PUL and 4 media others to take over the leadership of the PUL. The 11-member committee is tasked to conduct fresh, free, and fair elections and to clean up the voter roll consistent with Article 10, Section 7 of the Union's constitution. National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority has restored international partners for their unflinching support to Liberian fisheries sector. Speaking on behalf of NAFA Director General Vani Sikula said the Food Agriculture Organization, European Union, and other development partners are massively transforming the Liberian fishing communities. Mr. Swakula made the statement at the start of a 2-day roundtable discussion on the European Union funded Communities for Fisheries project in Monrovia. He said with support from international partners, the Liberian fishery community is being strengthened through the establishment of the co-management associations as part of efforts to improve the sector. Meanwhile, the Food and Agriculture Organization Assistant Program Representative Otivia Squabo praised NAFA for the mutual working partnership. At the same time, European Union West Africa Regional Manager Cephas Asari has assured government of EU's commitment to developing the Liberian fisheries sector. Ms. Asari said currently the European Union is working in 4 counties through its Communities for Fisheries project as part of its commitment. The European Union West Africa Regional Manager made the commitment recently during a 2-day roundtable discussion in Monrovia. He named Cape Mount, Grand Bassa, Mangibi, Grand Cru, and Monserrado as counties that the EU Fisheries Community Project is currently being implemented. The 2-day EU Communities for Fisheries Roundtable meeting, which is expected to end today, brought together stakeholders in the fishery and forestry sectors to ensure sustainable to small-scale fisheries. The Board of Trustees of the University of Liberia has constituted a search committee to vet the new president of the university within 90 days. Members of the committee are Archbishop Reverend Dr. Gabriel Blambo Jube, Chairman, Dr. R. Asan Conte, Co-Chair, Dr. Ophelia Weeks, Member, Dr. Augustine Kona, Member, Augustine Gaffron, Member, Dr. Edna Johnny, Member. Others are D. Preston, Member, Monty Penny, Member, ULSU President, Mary Kekula, Member, Dr. Tuba Natipute, Member, Assistant Professor Amanda Dakoke, Member. UL release course, the UL Board of Trustees has instructed all staff and faculty of the university to resume normal work or risk administrative action. The Board of Trustees also instructed the current administration of the University of Liberia to continue administrative work and resume classes until the 104th commencement convocation. The board has also instructed the current administration to effect the payment of salaries for part-time faculty without delay. Liberia Maritime Authority Commissioner says he is confident that the Liberian Registry in Virginia and the United States of America will continue to set supreme benchmarks in the seaborne trade. Councillor Lai said the collaborative efforts between LMA and the Liberian Registry will further enhance safety and operational standards across the industry. He made the assertion Wednesday when he paid a courtesy visit to the Liberian Registry in Virginia, the United States of America. A release calls Councillor Laya saying the visit marked an insightful engagement and meaningful interactions between the Liberian Maritime Authority and the Liberian Registry. He said besides, the visit highlighted the collaborative support and dedication to shared values in advancing the maritime industry standards and practices. And House Speaker Councillor Fonati Kofa has urged graduates of the Adventist University of West Africa to embody the change they aspire in the country. Speaker Kofa said it is key for the graduates to be light of society, ensuring transparency and accountability in all their pursuits. He made the call Thursday at the university's 10th commencement convocation ceremony in Lower Mangibi County. Speaker Kofa also emphasized the need for the graduates to maintain focus as they showcase genuine optimism in their individual endeavors. He commended the university's administration for its efforts in advancing quality education in the country.
Vasta Talu there with the news bulletin, and Vasta Talu will be back a little later or at the top of the hour with the foreign development. You're listening to Newsline coming to you from ELBC, the radio service of the Liberia Broadcasting System.